The phones we carry around each day in our pockets, the little piece of history of our lives, is probably our most useful companion. We can easily listen to music, check the time, or even look at the weather within a matter of a few seconds. The phone has truly made instant gratification a reality, and so we overindulge in its usage, making it become an addiction. When you look at the statistics, the average American adult spends about 4 hours and 43 minutes on the phone per day. To put that into context, that's about 33 hours per week and 113 hours per month. And if you're looking at that on a yearly basis, that's 56 out of the 365 days on your phone throughout the year. Now, these were the statistics for 2019, and the projected increase for 2020 for on-screen time was about 6 minutes, which is roughly 2.7% from 2019. Now, these statistics were published before the illness, so for the past 5 or 6 months, we're all in quarantine, so I suspect the numbers to be significantly higher, which is very concerning. Now, when it comes down to phone addiction, this is something I've always been struggling with, especially in the first 2 years of college, and so I decided to download an app to track my phone usage. And it turns out that I spend about 2 hours and 21 minutes per day on my phone. And although that's still significantly less than the national average, I still felt like I was a slave to my phone. And I felt like I wasn't being as productive in the day. And I decided to change my habits. And after 8 weeks later, and at the time of making this video, I've gotten my average daily usage to about 18 minutes long, which is roughly an 87% decrease in my phone usage. Now, this took me a course about 2 months to achieve, and I'm going to be sharing you my tips and tricks on how you can really reduce your phone usage and significantly boost your productivity throughout the day. Before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, leave a like and consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Now, for the first method, this really sets the tone for the rest of the video, and that is to turn your phone into grayscale mode. I got this idea from Nate O'Brien, who's a really big financial YouTuber and focuses more on a minimalist lifestyle. The reason why you want to do this is because humans are visual creatures, and so by turning your phone to grayscale mode, this makes your phone very boring. For example, Instagram is very colorful and it has a lot of pictures. Actually, it's all pictures. And so by turning it into grayscale mode, and try doing this, but go on Instagram on grayscale mode and just scroll through it. It's going to be very boring and it's going to be a lot less attractive. As a bonus, it also reduces battery usage if you have an OLED screen. Now, for iPhones, this is something very easy. Just go into accessibility and then change the color filter. With Android, however, it really depends on the manufacturer of your phone, and sometimes they can get really technical. For me personally, I use Huawei and they require me to turn on developer mode. And what you want to do for the developer mode settings is go into simulate color space and then turn on monochromacy. I'll leave some links down in the description below if you guys need any help with that. Now, for the second method, this is to reduce or remove the emails from your phone. And many of us have a lot of emails for various reasons. And so when we first set up our device, and we set up our emails and we add all of the emails to one device, we somehow expect this to increase our productivity. However, by checking your phone each time for emails, this diverts the attention away from your main task. And this is a concept known as multitasking, which somehow a lot of people think they have bragging rights in. But research has shown that multitaskers have an IQ 15 points less than people that don't multitask. So instead, what I would recommend doing is just to keep 1 or 2 email accounts on your phone. And this is what I do personally. And I just keep my secondary email desynced so I don't get any notifications from them. Third method, very simple concept, delete all the social media on your phone. It's a big time waster. And you don't want to get sucked into the social media vortex of scrolling through Instagram or Twitter for 3 hours straight, just to realize it's already midnight and you got 2 papers due the next morning. Now for me, I use Snapchat still, but I use it on occasions and I don't use it daily, since what I did was I went through my friends list and just deleted like 70% of them, since I don't really talk to them any longer. For the fourth method, this is to turn off all your notifications, and there's really two ways to do this. First method is very simple, just turn on airplane mode, and then this will shut down all of the text messages that you receive up until you turn off airplane mode. And this is an absolute method, so you won't receive any text messages from anybody or any notifications. And the second method is just to manually go through the notifications list and just choose what you want to keep on and just turn off the rest. Like for example, you probably want to keep on the notifications from your coworkers or your family. Now for the fifth method, this is to listen to music without lyrics. And the reason why you want to do this is because when you do listen to music with lyrics, when you're trying to read or draft up an email, this can really make it a struggle, since half of your brain is going to be listening to music and trying to interpret the lyrics, and the other half is probably going to be trying to read the material and trying to understand that. And on top of that, if you're trying to draft up an email, that can also be a really big struggle. And so I highly encourage you to listen to music that has no lyrics. And I'm not suggesting that you listen just to Beethoven or classical music, since personally I don't like Beethoven, but listen to something without lyrics that has a very consistent flow, like instrumentals or orchestral. You can also put your playlist on repeat, so you don't have to encounter a pause in your music, since the moment you flip over your phone to resume the music, this will take away the focus. I'll leave a Spotify playlist down in the description below if you guys want to check that out. Now for the sixth method, you can just delete any of the apps on your phone that you don't really use. Typically, I would recommend deleting any non-essential apps that you haven't used for the past month or so. And this can free up a lot of space, reduce the background RAM usage, and also make your phone a lot faster. Now, this is what my phone currently looks like right now, and these are all my essential apps, so I don't really need anything else, but I might consider downloading maybe 1 or 2 more apps once classes begin again. Now the seventh method is to download an app to track your phone usage, and I would recommend using Stay Free on Android, since it's personally what I use and what I would recommend. I'm not affiliated with them, but it's a very simple display, so it just shows me what I'm using throughout the day, and it has a global average as well, so you can compare yourself with what everyone else is doing and how you're comparing with them. On Apple, I would recommend Moment. Now this is a very insightful way to track your phone usage, since most people tend to underestimate how much time they're using their phone. And typically I'm not too concerned about how much I use my phone, as long as I use it productively, like recording on my phone right now. But typically on non-recording days, I spend an average of about 18 minutes per day. For the eighth method, call instead of text, because if you're about to get into a long conversation with someone, then calling someone for a few minutes is definitely more productive than texting someone for a few hours. And on top of that, it's definitely something that a lot of people don't do, so you definitely stand out from the crowd, and it's infinitely more productive than just texting. Now for the ninth method, this is to leave your phone in another room, and this is one of the best ways to really avoid using your phone, because you can actually track and see yourself subconsciously reaching your phone and then realizing it's actually not there. And after doing this for 1 or 2 weeks, you can definitely see a dramatic improvement, since you're actually reprogramming your subconscious mind. Now for the 10th method, I would recommend batching all your phone calls throughout the day into 2 specific time periods. And I got this idea from the 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, which I'm currently reading right now. But basically, Tim was able to 8-fold his productivity by scheduling all his phone calls from 8 to 8:30 a.m. and then 6 to 6:30 p.m. And the reason why you want to do this is because most of the traffic will be from 9 to 5, and so you want to schedule all of your phone calls outside those times. And so this will significantly increase your chances of getting into contact with the person that you want to speak with. Now when it comes down to curbing your phone addiction, these are methods that you can immediately implement into your life to minimize your phone usage. On top of that, you'll be retraining your subconscious mind, and this can be all done within a few months. Personally, if you're not addicted to your phone, I would still recommend downloading an app to track your phone usage, or maybe even going through your native settings to see how much time you're spending on each app. I know most apps like the iPhones and most Android phones, even my phone has like a native built-in feature to track how much you're spending on each app and your overall phone usage. But I just use an app because it's easier to manage and to see all the insights within one page. Finding a way to relieve your phone addiction is definitely one of the best feelings, but it also comes with a lot of benefits as well. The first one I really noticed was I only needed to charge my phone once every 5 days, which indirectly helps save my phone battery, because by only charging it once every 5 days, this can definitely increase the lifespan of my phone. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like and comment down below. And if you didn't, leave a dislike. And if you want 2 free stocks on Webull, link down in the description, sign up, create an account, and deposit $100 and you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 and hook 'em.